Tonight, it was all about the glitz and glamour in Hollywood as the 74th annual Golden Globes took place. And you know, that kind of put me in the mood to hand out some awards myself. So with no further ado, the first award I'm handing out tonight goes to the NFL player who showed the most perseverance this season. And the winner is, drum roll please, who else? Texans quarterback Brock Osweiler. After getting benched 3 weeks ago, Osweiler not only regained his starting job, but led the Texans to a playoff victory yesterday over the Raiders. Now, although he got tons of help from his defense yesterday, Osweiler was still quite solid as he went 14 of 25 for 168 yards and accounted for 2 touchdowns. And most importantly, he didn't turn the ball over. Well, let's hear from Mr. Perseverance himself.
I think when we all came together in April for OTAs, when we all came together again in July for training camp, this is what we all had envisioned. We had envisioned a great season. We envisioned a AFC South championship, and we envisioned making some noise in the playoffs. So this is exactly what we expected out of this football team.
That's what they expected, but this is not what they expected. Here's the bad news. Since Pittsburgh beat Miami today, the Texans have to travel to Foxborough next week to face the Patriots. Oh, man. The last time these two teams met was in Week 3 when New England shut them out 27-0. And that time the Patriots were playing without this guy named Tom Brady. May have heard of him. Anyways, kickoff is next Saturday night at 7:15, and you can catch that right here on CBS. And the next award I'm handing out is one of my favorites, actually. Often in the NFL, all the glory is given to the quarterback, the running back, or the skill positions. But hardly is any praise given to the guys that do the dirty work. So, the award for Unsung Heroes goes to, drum roll, oh, of course, the Cowboys offensive line. Oh, it's no secret that the Cowboys O-line is the reason behind the success of rookie phenoms Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. Now, Elliott led the NFL in rushing this year and didn't even play the last game, while Prescott ranked 3rd in QBR, which can be attributed to the massive protection the O-line provided. And if you still don't believe me on how good this O-line is, 3 players off the O-line were recently selected first-team All-Pros. That hasn't happened in the NFL in nearly 50 years. Here's Jerry Jones on assembling that O-line.
When I look at how we ended up with this lineman, I can't really tell you that it was designed for 3 years in a row to step up there and draft offensive linemen. I'm not trying to take away from it. It didn't feel bad to go do it. And so just goes to show you it helps to be able to have some pretty good results out of these guys.
Well, while we're talking the Cowboys, they found out who their opponent will be next week. They will face the red-hot Packers, who have won 7 straight games, including their victory over the Giants today. The good news is that the Cowboys are 4-point favorites to win. All the action kicks off next Sunday at 3:40 p.m., and our own Keith Leventhal and Ryan Moy will be there to bring you an inside pass. And coming up next, I got more awards to give out. Plus, Rockets guard James Harden just continues playing out of this world. Find out what he did tonight right after the break. Welcome back in. I have just 2 more awards to give out tonight. And since the theme so far has been football, I'm going to switch it up to celebrate an NBA player. So the award for the player most likely to challenge LeBron James for the MVP this year is, well, I kind of gave you guys a hint beforehand. None other than James Harden. Man, he can also win the award for greatest beard, too. Now, Harden was brilliant yet again tonight as he willed the Rockets to a victory over the Raptors. He registered his 10th triple-double of the season, scoring 40 points, dishing out 11 assists, and grabbing 10 rebounds. Now, with the win, the Rockets moved to 30-9 on the season. Fear the beard. And we are down to our final award of the night. Now, this award goes to the most unbelievable thing I saw all weekend, and this was truly crazy. So, with no further ado, the award for how the heck did he do that goes to, drum roll, none other than Paul Richardson of the Seattle Seahawks. In last night's game, the Seahawks were facing a 4th and goal. Russell Wilson spins out, and then the unreal happened. Yeah, that right there. I don't know what's better, the catch or this dance right here. What's that called, Alberto? He has no idea. Somehow, he pulls it in. Look at this one more time. His hand, he reaches behind the Detroit defender, somehow manages to hold on to it. He maintains possession of it to the ground. Look one more time. I wonder if he had some adhesive on his glove in order to make that happen. But I mean, between that and the touchdown dance, it was pretty sweet. Anyway, it was good for Seattle. They ended up winning this one. They will face Atlanta next week. And look at that one more time. Just wowzers. You know, that kind of reminds me of my days in high school when I was a wide receiver, and I used to make these incredible catches, you know, all day.
Hey, I'm saying, if you had adhesive, one thing I learned in the military, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Hey.
Yeah, Bill Belichick goes by that same motto.
Yeah.
These two, I'm feeling some male testosterone here. Too much. I need to calm it down. Here you go. I think you'll like this one, Alberto. Finally tonight.